Hi, this is Matti Fuller. I use tarot numbers and chakras to help you understand your relationships better. So this is your weekly love tarot reading for Taurus for the week of June 29 to July 2nd. So keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then this reading is not for you. So let's find out what's going on with Taurus relationships, soulmate and twin flame connection for June 29 to July 2nd. So where are you at? Okay. Your partner has kind of withdrawn from you. You got the Nine of Pentacles for your partner, which means that they're alone in the garden with their pentacles and they're happy being alone right now. They're not putting a lot of juice into the relationship at all. They're just going with the flow and doing their own thing, basically. When we add up those numbers, we get 9 plus 8, that is 17, which is the star. So they're getting hope and guidance from a higher perspective right now, and they're just doing their own thing. They also have the Hierophant card, which has to do with boundaries and personal values or traditional values, and Two of Pentacles, which has to do with being super busy. So there's something about values right now that is up for them. Could be boundaries. Could be things that you're doing that they don't like, or things that they like that you don't like. Who knows? When we add up those numbers, we get 5 plus 2, that's 7. And in numerology, 7 has to do with abandonment issues and lack of trust. So there's a part of them that don't trust the relationship right now. That's why they have withdrawn from you, and they're just kind of going with the flow and listening to their inner guidance and just taking a little break from you right now. And you kind of feel the same way. You've got the Three of Wands, which means that you're not totally committed to this relationship right now. You're kind of evaluating. Threes have to do with evaluating where you're at and what you're going to do next. Are you going to keep walking the path with this person, or are you not? You're not totally committed right now. You feel like something's going on that doesn't make any sense to you, and something doesn't feel good. So you're thinking about new things. Page of Swords. Got new ideas. When we add up those numbers, we get 3 plus 1, that's 4. That's Emperor energy. You want security. You want to know where you're at. You want to know what kind of foundation you're building your life on with this person. So that's what you're trying to figure out this week. And it's not going so well because you got the Five of Swords, which means that if you don't get what you want, you're going to fight them. Or you're going to neglect them and just put all your energy into your work instead. So it looks a little bit explosive. Just keep that in mind. You can't really argue with a Hierophant. You know that, right? The Hierophant never compromises. So either you agree on the values or you don't agree on the values. If you don't agree, there's no point in talking about it anymore because the Hierophant is not going to change their mind. So when we add up those numbers, we get 8 plus 5, that's 13. That's the Death card. Some kind of big transition is coming up, the end of the old, beginning of something new. It could be the end of the relationship if your partner's Hierophant energy is too extreme for you, okay? But it's definitely going to be some kind of transition or transformation. So let's find out how you feel about each other next. How does partner feel about Taurus? How does Taurus feel about partner? Okay. Your partner is holding a grudge. There's something they are not forgiving you for. There's something they don't have, they haven't made peace with from the past. Something you've done recently that they haven't made peace with yet, and it's put them into a state where they have to make a choice. So this is not so good. This is not so good. And they have the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands likes to follow their passion, and they're not going to ask permission. So your partner is going to do what they want to do, regardless of how you feel about it. And you can either fight them or allow them. I think it's better to allow them, honestly. You have the Page of Pentacles. You want to do something different for a living, to make money. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. You want to do something that grows, maybe in an investment of some kind that makes the money grow in the future. And you're excited to move towards your goals. You're having some financial goals right now that you want to move towards, and that's kind of where your energy is going rather than into the relationship. And maybe that's why your partner is holding a grudge towards you, because you're not actually paying enough attention to them or to the relationship right now. Let's add up the numbers. We've got 20 plus 2, that's 22, plus 1, that's 23. 2 plus 3 is 5, that's Hierophant energy. So your partner is really into values and boundaries right now, and they might be hammering them on your head just to get their point across. And it usually has the opposite effect of what they're hoping for. They hope that you will change. And the change might be quite different from what they had in mind. You might leave the relationship rather than change in the relationship. So we'll see how that goes. And you have 1 plus 7, that's 8, plus 7, that's 15. That's Devil energy. You feel stuck. You feel chained to this person. You are obsessing about the relationship. And not in a good way, not in a loving way. It's like you feel really trapped in this whole situation, and you just want to move forward with your own goals. I don't blame you. I mean, the Hierophant is my least favorite card in relationships. But I'm not a traditional person either. I'm born a rebel. So I don't like traditional values. All right, so let's find out how this is affecting the relationship. Okay, you both want a new beginning, but not the same kind of beginning. Your partner really loves you and they want a new beginning in love with you. But you want a new beginning when it comes to making money, and you want success. So your focus is not on the same plate at all. Your partner wants a real relationship, and you want to put energy into a new way of making a living, maybe a new business or something that you're really excited about. And that's kind of where your energy is moving. When we add up those numbers, we get 1 plus 1, that's 2. Your partner wants to talk to you, and you have 1 plus 19, that's 20. That's the Judgment card. You may be holding a grudge too, and may have to make peace with the past before you can move forward. The cards between the two of you is the Wheel of Fortune. Something big is shifting in your relationship right now. And you have the World, which could also mean not just connection with people, but it could also mean completion, something coming to an end, something coming to a completion. So I think that if you can't sort out your values and get on the same page with those values, it could come to an end because things are shifting. And I don't think the universe is actually supporting couples anymore that have totally different values. They're just blowing it up. You know, these values come up and you realize how incompatible you actually are. And then it just can't survive that. But let's get some advice for Taurus. Just see what higher intelligence has to say about this. So basically what I see in the cards is that you don't want the same thing right now. Your partner is totally focused on the relationship and you are focused on business. So you're going to be irritating and annoying each other and hurting each other's feelings. Oh boy. Okay. First card up, Death. End of the old, beginning of something new. Big transformation. Then Justice. Justice has to do with doing what's right for you. So the universe is saying, do what's right for you. Don't worry about the relationship. If it goes to hell, oh well. That's just how it is. Do what's right for you. Work on your business. 8 of Pentacles. And be patient with the outcome. But the main thing here is transformation is coming, the end of the old, beginning of something new, and you have to do what's right for you. That's how it is. So, in other words, go for it. Whatever it is that you're working on, just go for it and don't worry about how your partner feels about it. Sometimes you just have to do that. So that was the reading for Taurus. I hope you like it. Please put your thumbs up and subscribe and share it with your friends. And don't be afraid to check out my new tarot course on Udemy. The link is in the description below. And thank you for listening. Bye.